Hi, my name's Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
Well, there you go. Hello, everyone. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boyz commentary. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Really appreciate it. This is your number one source for everything Jamaican football. This is where credibility comes in. This is exactly where you need to be for everything relating to Jamaican football. So what are we going to talk about in this live? Well, we're going to talk about the updated squad, and I'm going to be bringing it on the screen quite shortly. Jamaica's updated squad to take on Peru in the friendly international. If you haven't already, hit that like button, because as you know, on this channel, we talk about credibility. I told you guys about the Damian Lowe deal on Saturday, which was yesterday, and it was today that the club confirmed it. Come on. Only two persons in the world does that. Fabrizio Romano and Simon Preston. Only two persons in the world can do that. Fabrizio Romano and Simon Preston, that can make an announcement before the club. That deserves a like. You all know that. You all know that already. Only two persons can announce a player moving to a club before the club actually announces it. Simon Preston and Fabrizio Romano. That deserves a like, doesn't it? So, let's have a look at the squad, shall we? And then we'll take your comments. We're going to look at the squad now. Alrighty, here we go. First thing first, the delegation, right? That's what we're looking at first. Yep. Okay. So, the delegation, as you can see right here. Gregory Daly, the head of the delegation. Paul Hall, head coach of the Reggae Boyz. Director of football, Wendell Downswell. Warren Barrett, goalkeeper coach. Lamar Morgan, physical trainer. Roy Simpson, team manager. Dr. Kevin Christie, physiotherapist. Roy Roden, masseuse. And Norman Stone, the equipment manager. So that is the delegation that will be traveling to Lima, Peru. And now it's time to look at the squad itself. What is a squad that will be traveling over to Peru for this game? The players: Jadine White, Demar Rose, Amal Knight, Dwayne Miller, Akwesa Chung, Richard King, Jamoy Topi, Damian Lowe, the son of Anandi for who never know, Javane Trigger Brown, Javon Haka Watson, Kemar Taxi Lawrence, Tevin Shaw, Ramon Howell, Devon Speedy Williams, Devonte Campbell, Lamar Walker, Jordan Fletcher, Peter Lee Jakey Vassell, Dwayne Busy Atkinson. The 19-year-old and number 19 on this list is Dwayne Busy Atkinson. Baller. Deshane Beckford, Malik Howell, and Alex Marshall. That is the 22-man squad that will be traveling to Peru. Now, as it relates to the squad and in terms of the delegation and how the traveling will go for where everything is concerned, it's going to be a little bit like this. They'll travel in two groups where this was concerned, where the team is concerned. So essentially, this is what's going to happen. You will have group 1 and group 2. Group 1 will have a group of 17, and group 2 will have a group of 12. The group of 17 comprises Jadine White, Amal Knight, Jamoy Topi, Ramon Howell, Akwesa Chung, Richard King, Devonte Campbell, Dwayne Busy Atkinson, Deshane Beckford, Malik Howell, Javon Watson, Tevin Shaw, Alex Marshall, Lamar Walker, Kimar Taxi Lawrence, Jordan Fletcher, and Dwayne Miller. They will leave the island tomorrow afternoon. While Group B leaves tomorrow morning. So Group A leaves tomorrow afternoon, and Group B leaves tomorrow morning. Group A will be going through Panama City. So Group A that I made mention earlier, the likes of Jadine White and company. Yeah, Jadine White, Amal Knight, Topi, Howell, Okwesa Chong, Richard King, Campbell, Atkinson, Beckford, Howell, Watson, Shaw, Marshall, Lamar Walker, Kemar Taxi Lawrence, Jordan Fletcher, and Dwayne Miller. Yeah, that group will be traveling in Group A. And as it relates to that, they will leave from Kingston and head to Panama City, and then from Panama City to Lima, Peru. So their flight leaves at 2:58 tomorrow in the afternoon from Norman Manley International Airport, while the group that leaves tomorrow morning will be Paul Hall, Wendell Downswell, Lamar Morgan, Kevin Christie, Warren Barrett, Damian Lowe, Norman Stone, Roy Simpson, Gregory Daly, Javane Brown, Devon Speedy Williams, and Peter Lee Vassell. They leave tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is when that group leaves. So the situation with Group 2 is that they're not going to be going through Panama City like Group A, but they're going through Miami. That group is going to go through Miami. So Kingston, Miami, Miami, Peru. So it's a longer flight, as you can imagine, compared to the Panama City Lima group. But both teams are scheduled to arrive on Monday evening. Group A is supposed to arrive 10 p.m. Monday evening, while Group B is supposed to arrive 7:50 p.m. on Monday evening. The match is on Thursday, as we all know, and it will be at 4 p.m. Jamaica time. 4 p.m. Jamaica time, that is the match. So that's what we can look forward to with everything that has transpired. As you can see on your screen, that's the squad again for this encounter. Jadine White, Demar Rose, Amal Knight, Dwayne Miller, Okwesa Chung, Richard King, Jamoy Topi, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, Javon Watson, Kimar Taxi Lawrence, Tevin Shaw, Ramon Howell, Devon Speedy Williams, Devontae Campbell, Lamar Walker, Jordan Fletcher, Peter Lee Vassell, Dwayne Busy Atkinson, Deshane Beckford, Malik Howell, and Alex Marshall. So that is the squad. That is a squad. That's the itinerary where travel. You'll have Group A will be traveling and transiting through Panama City, while Group B will be transiting through Miami. Hopefully, the group that transits through Miami doesn't experience any hiccups because of the gap in terms of the gap in terms of time between flights. I don't see it as a challenge, to be quite frank with you, because of there is time for them to transit. So the Group B arrives in Miami at 9:51 a.m. and their connecting flight from Miami to Peru, where Lima, is at 2 o'clock. So they have 4 hours basically. So the hope is that when they get through immigration in Miami, they're able to get their luggage smoothly, and from there check in onto their next flight, which is obviously going to Lima, Peru. So that's 4 hours and 9 minutes really. You land, stamp the passports, go through immigration, collect your bags, drop them off at the transit counter, and then rush straight to your next gate. So it should be fine. Honestly, it should be fine unless there is a big line and COVID precautions are strict. They shouldn't miss their flights. They shouldn't. So I'm not concerned about it at all. I'm sure that things will run smoothly, so that everything will fall into place. Marcus TV says, good night. Good evening, sir. Ian Campbell says, big up, Simon. Big up. Freedom FC says, up. Big deal and a laugh. Why a laugh? Did I tell a joke? Am I Mr. Bean? Here we go. No Corey Burke. Why? The answer to that question, my friends, is quite simple. And the answer is none other than personal reasons. Simon, you always bring facts. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to bring the facts because credibility is very important to me, and that's what I intend to do. I want you to look at Reggae Boyz commentary as a hub place where you can get factual, credible information. Yes, I will have my opinions. Yes, I will have analysis, but at the end of the day, once I give information, you know that it is credible, and you see it played out time and time again. I was the one that told you about Nicholas Hamilton going over to Dundee United. I was the one that told you about the move for Damian Lowe when he went to Al Ittihad Alexandria. I was the one that told you about the move when he moved into Miami before all of this transpired as well. I was the one that mentioned about other Jamaican internationals that have made moves across North America, Europe, Asia. So I've done my best where that is concerned, but more is to come. So the very, very simple way to support the channel: subscribe, like, comment, and share. It's not that hard. Timor Peterkin says, "Good evening, Simon. Good evening." Corey's in Philly. J. King says, "Simon, did you watch The Dwayne?" The Dwayne? I saw that he was in Philly and he said he wants to be in Peru. Well, interesting. Simon, when will they be training? Well, a training camp started today. They'll be training to a light training session this evening, and then tomorrow they fly out. Yeah. Damon Lowe is in Jamaica. Damon Lowe completed his medical and everything is well. Malik Howell is a multi-talented player. He can play right back, he can play in midfield, and he can play in other areas in defense. He's a multi-talented player. So honestly, he's gifted. Put it that way. He's gifted. So there we go. The captain and vice captain for the squad. Haka Nana. Sorry. Head of state and Haka. Let's hope the best, yeah. Yeah, they took on Panama, didn't they? Peru took on Panama, and it's largely going to be made up of the squad that will face Jamaica on Thursday. I guess the only interesting thing here is that, well, the match ended 1-1, Peru against Panama. Peru, of course, is preparing for World Cup qualifiers next week, a week after Friday. It's the 28th, I believe. Yeah, so Peru, the way that they lined up was in a 4-1-4-1 sort of shape, where Gayese, who I told you in net, no Jefferson Farfan from the start. So I think that he's been saved for the Jamaicans because of our physicality. I think that's one of the reasons why he could feature in that encounter. Castillo Molina will be that person that does the dirty work in the middle of the park. Look out for Edinson Flores, the number 20 on the left-hand side. He's going to cause a few headaches and a few problems there. So that's something for us to look out for. Yo, Simon, where you upon? Madea and Amaji. Any updates on Leon Bailey Baller? Leon Bailey Baller hopefully will be back on the field of play in the month of February. Simon, credibility. Big up, Sheldon. Big up, big up, big up. Big up, Simon. You're the best when it comes to facts. Thank you. Buy Simon a beer, people. Yeah. Red Stripe, Guinness, Heineken. Yeah. Let's work with those for now. Simon, I know we have no fans in the stadium against Mexico, but what about the other games in the window? There is a consideration to have fans for the Costa Rica game on February 2, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'll keep you all updated on that. But as it stands, no fans for the Mexico game. The Costa Rica game, we shall see. But I doubt it. Simon, do you know Liam Moore has a knock? That is true. So what is the squad for the friendly? I just put it on the screen a moment ago. I'll put it back on quite shortly. Is Paul Hall on the island? Yes. Yes, he is on the island. He is on the island. He is on the island. Yes, that is true. He's on the island. He has been on the island for about 2 days now, I believe. So, yeah, he's doing what he needs to do. And he even had an opportunity to speak with the JFF president on Saturday and map the way forward, how they want things to transpire, how things could work out, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, we'll see how things go. So, yeah, Dwayne Busy Atkinson Cavalier 2, Arne Gardens 1. Jamoy Topi and Shanil Thomas on the score sheet. It was a good win from Cavalier, the defending champions. They've got the ball rolling on the winning note. In the other match on the day, Waterhouse defeated Montego Bay United 2-1. So that's another team that is doing their thing and doing what they need to do. Tomorrow, which is Monday, you will have Very United taking on Dunbeholden and Tivoli Gardens against Portmore. Monday, Harbourview Lions and Mount Pleasant against Humber Lion, which would complete the first round of fixtures. So yeah, the Captain Horsborough Center of Excellence, things are happening. So that's good. And it's good news. Yep, Jadine White played today. Richard King played today. Topi played today. Busy Atkinson played today. Yeah. Some good players. Some great players, I should say, played today. Good players. Poor Panama drew. Yeah, 1-1. Yeah, Peru is a threat. And like I said, I'm not going into this game looking at the result. I'm going into this game looking at the performance. For me, it's all about the performance, not the result for this game in particular. So whether it's 3-1 Peru or the other way around, yes, the squad did have a training session, but not the entire 22 players. Oh, my name is not Simone. My name is Simon. Kahim Paris is not vaccinated. Jamaica needs to beat and draw with Peru. Honestly, if we lose to Peru, I'm going to beat Mexico, beat Panama, beat Costa Rica. I'll take that right now. Richard King was solid. He was solid. He was really solid. I'll give you that for sure. The number 24 was solid for Arnott. That's Damari Deacon, veteran of Arnott Gardens. Good player. Chips in every now and again with some contributions. Any additions to the squad? Rose. Damari Rose. Lambert has some issues that he is sorting out. What'll be interesting to see is how much members from this Peru friendly will break into the squad for the Mexico game. Because if somebody goes there and impresses, then he could get his way into the mix. If I had to make a prediction or who I would want from this squad into the World Cup qualifier squad for the Mexico clash, for the Panama clash and the Costa Rica clash, for me personally, in terms of the names that I would want from this 22-man squad, the players that I would want in my World Cup qualifying squad for the January window are Amal Knight, Dwayne Miller, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, Javon Watson, Taxi, Speedy, Devonta Campbell, Peter Lee Vassell, Busy Atkinson, and Deshane Beckford. That is the set players that I would like from this 22 into the World Cup qualifying squad. So, we'll see. So I feel as though one of the keys for this win is to actually have a team. So I think we should call it, yeah, I understand what you mean. Big up your late. Well, I was just relaying the squad that has been called up for the friendly international. What I can do is repeat the squad for you guys. For those of you that tune in late, I'm going to repeat the squad that has been called up. Why Haka? Because Haka brings something off the pitch that no other player does. Haka is what Donald Stewart was in the 1998 campaign. Donald Stewart might not have gone to France in the World Cup squad, but if you ask everybody, even the English-based players, what Donald Stewart was the same thing Haka is right now. Why are Florida-based Joey Desart and Jordan Scarlett being ignored? I wouldn't say they're ignored. If you haven't looked at somebody, can you ignore them? No. Eddie Gunas have vibes. Months of vibes. How are you guys? I'm mad at you about New Zealand not winning. Okay then. Here comes Ian Campbell. Simon, why do you want to see Haka in the squad? I have mentioned this so many times. I've traveled with this guy on multiple flights, and I know what he brings to the dressing room and what he brings to the training pitch. And I know what he brings to the halftime team talk in a motivational sense, which is why I'm happy with Haka in a 23-man squad. Even if he doesn't touch the field of play, if Haka is in a 23-man squad, I can live with it. I can live with it. Absolutely. Sophia Bryan says Team Cataract. Is that Mr. Blake's wife? Daughter? I don't know. Haka is the wise man. He is. He is indeed. Haka is the wise man. If Haka brings something off the pitch, he shouldn't be on it. Okay. Are we talking about football? Yes, we're talking about football. We don't use the S word on this channel. All the best to the boys versus Peru. Yeah, we'll see what transpires because it feels like every single trip there's something to speak about. When the team traveled to the United States for the World Cup qualifiers, we know the situation with the bus in Austin and Houston. When the team went to El Salvador, we heard about the team talk as it relates to the starting 11. When the team went over to Mexico, we heard what happened as it relates to the Mexican authorities removing the seats when the guys were collecting their luggage from the carousel, so the boys couldn't even sit down properly. So it's just unfortunate. As it relates to the game, Television Jamaica is working out and trying to iron out the plan in terms of coverage for the match. So that is the situation as it stands for this encounter. All right, what I'm going to do right now is bring up the squad again for those individuals that tuned in late to this video. So let's go, shall we? All right. So you come here, so you come here, so you come here, so. All right, there we go. There we go. So that is the squad. So this is a squad that will be traveling to Peru tomorrow. All right. This will be traveling to Peru. Jadine White, Demar Rose, Amal Knight, Dwayne Miller, Akwesa Chung, Richard King, Jamoy Tope, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, Javon Watson, Kimar Lawrence, Tevin Shaw, Ramon Howell, Devon Speedy Williams, Devonta Campbell, Lamar Walker, Jordan Fletcher, Peter Lee Vassell, Dwayne Busy Atkinson, Deshane Beckford, Malik Howell, and Alex Marshall. That is the squad. That is a squad. Good team, don't it? Yeah. For a friendly international, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. What about the squad for the next window? Patience Young Grasshopper. That will all come in due time. Simon, with all due respect, your standards for your national team is low, given that you want Mr. Watson in the squad. Well, you can't have 23 Lionel Messis in the squad, no, can you? You need to have different characters. You need to have somebody that you can put your arm around and somebody you're going to need to be thick-skinned with. You need different characters in a team. And every team, everybody's going to laugh at this, but every team needs a Haka. And I'm not talking about New Zealand and the what they do in terms of their dance pre-match in rugby league and rugby union and other sports generally. Every team needs a haka. Now I've made it extremely clear for the past 5 years that if Haka is in a 23-man squad, I'm fine. But if he's playing week in, week out, then that's a different conversation that we can have that I will not necessarily say eye to eye on. But being in a 23-man squad, I am okay with it. Are you a United States fan? No, I'm not a United States fan. I'm a Jamaica fan, a Manchester United fan, and an England fan. So, if Haka doesn't have to play, just allow him to be part of the support staff. He will one day. One day. The Central Americans and Mexicans understand gamemanship. They do. They do. Simon, how do you rate our chance of a positive result in Peru? 3 out of 10. Do you know what was not for you? New Zealand couldn't get any sleep in the hotel last time. I have no idea what you're talking about. Cameron, I know everything about what happened to New Zealand, all right? We're talking about the 2014 qualifiers. I know exactly what you're referring to right here. I don't know why you're taking this personal. I'm just telling you about the challenges that Jamaican teams have faced on the road. We're not trying to compare anything. And what you faced is nothing compared to what we faced in 1996 against Honduras, where fans were beating their drums all night at us, and fans were throwing their feces and their urine at us when we went to warm up. You never faced that, but we did. And you didn't face what Australia did when they went to Uruguay in 2001 and 2005. Did you? No. I know my football. Don't challenge me. Simon Baker played today. What's the deal with him? I think he might be going to Stoke City. Love the whole inclusion. Always been a talent. Yeah, he's been great. He's been great. I must admit, he's a good player. He's a really good player. Bringing Haka is preventing or denying a youngster an opportunity. If Haka a vibes man, he should be part of the JFF delegation. The time will come when he's part of a delegation. Not right now, but his time will come. His time will come. Well, Cameron, I was born and raised in Jamaica, so yes, I support the country of my birth. Who doesn't support the country of their birth? Yes, I am a Jamaica fan. Fear not, Reggae Boyz fans, DJ Haka is here to save the day. Not even the likes of Brazil or France can match up with the likes of Haka. But in all seriousness, though, the head coach of the Reggae Boyz, Paul Hall, is toying with the idea of utilizing Javon Watson as a central defender. As you know, the 2 times that Jamaica kept a clean sheet in the World Cup qualifiers against Canada and against Honduras, Haka was used at central defense. So there seems to be a willingness to utilize Haka in central defense at some point in the campaign. Simon, so where are you going to the match? The Peru game? No. The man plays heart out every time he plays, especially the last window. Yeah. 140 cartoon character, given the Reggae Boyz manager. Who's your favorite England player? My favorite England player of all time is Wayne Rooney. My first England hero was that guy, David Beckham. My favorite current England player right now is... That's a good question, you know. I like them all. Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford. I like Rashford the most out of all the players, England players, to be honest with you. I'm just excited about what the future lies ahead. Because the amount of attacking gems on the park, I think great things can happen. Simon, you're losing your audience with this defending of Mr. Watson in the squad. Well, guess what? Hitler had thousands of followers. Jesus had 12. So, yeah. Haka may very well read very well be the most important in the squad. We need to keep the dressing room calm during these times. We do, because I can tell you there's a lot of hot head. But there's a saying in life that says that you'll never understand what it's like to be in somebody else's shoes unless you're in it. And you guys will never understand what Haka brings to the team unless you travel with the Reggae Boyz. I've been to 5 continents of the globe. I know what Haka brings to the team. If any of you guys traveled overseas with the Reggae Boyz, you would actually know what he does. And not only judge him based on what he does on the pitch itself. Yeah, we have to make things difficult, but it's going to be, how are we going to do that without fans? We're going to have to bully them or something like that. What's the situation with Amari Bell? Amari Bell is playing left wing back at Watford. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember this. It was challenging. I think it was unfortunate New Zealand had to play Mexico because Mexico had a torrid World Cup qualifying campaign. I believe so. I know I'm not talking in person. I'm just telling you. Okay. Alrighty. Lewis Baker play. Yeah. Okay, you guys have it worse. Why don't Jamaican players go to the Brazilian league? Well, I had an interview with Alfredo Montesso, and he has identified that the 2023 window is when he's looking to bring in Jamaican players into the club. Which club is Watson attached with? Vibes FC, aka Humble Lion. Do you think New Zealand should do the haka in football? I don't have a problem with it. I see them do it in other sports, so why not in football? They do it in basically every other sport, even men's netball. They do it, so why not? Simon, where are you going to watch the match? Well, I might be commentating the game, so if I'm commentating the game, I might be at studio itself. But if I'm not commentating the game, I might be at home. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how this pans out. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. It depends. It says you live in America. No, I'm from Jamaica, lad. Or if you're from New Zealand, I know in New Zealand it's talk a little bit like this. So what I'm going to say is that I'm from Jamaica, but I've dealt with a lot of New Zealanders in the past because I used to work with a cricket team called the Jamaica Tallowers, and I was the statistician and analyst of the team. So I worked with a lot of New Zealand players during my time in the Caribbean Premier League. So Daniel Vittori was one of them. Ross Taylor was another one that I worked with quite around the corner, and alongside Brendan McCallum. Do you know Brendan McCallum right well? Nathan McCallum as well. He's part of the team. So for me, New Zealand players, I think they've done quite well to adapt to the culture and the atmosphere and the environment. So for me, I just think that New Zealand is a wonderful country. I just hope they get an opportunity to travel there one day. Most Jamaicans don't even go to MLS. Yeah. Is Jamaica playing England? If Jamaica plays England in the World Cup quarterfinals, who are you cheering for? Depends. 2022 or 2026? 2022? Oh, you put me on the fence there. Penalties. Sancho. To be honest, you never know Paul Hall could turn Haka into the next one. I don't know what was that for. My friend, he doesn't support music because he grows up in Jamaica. You're born in New Zealand, moved at the age of 5. Okay. How to get basic information on Jamaican national team? Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary on YouTube and you'll get all the latest information. Probably Jamal Lowe. I think they're a Jamaican player playing in Germany. I mean, Jamie Lawrence is in the academy at Bayern Munich. You have Ricardo Henning. He's in the second tier, I believe. So, Waterford. Combo. I think you mean Luton Town for Maribel. Yeah, left wing back for Luton Town. Yeah, isn't Maribel left wing back? Yeah, he is. Yeah. Luton Town. Left wing back at Luton Town. Championship. Is Grant going to leave Swindon? No. Simon, good evening. But you and this hacker thing is annoying. If this guy in the squad for the Mexico game, I hope they lose everything. Why would you want to see your country lose? Nobody wants to see you lose your country. What does Jamaica think of the Peruvian team? That it's going to be a technical game. Big up Simon, Magician, Persistent. Thank you. Do you think Southgate will call up Greenwood? For the World Cup? Yes, for the World Cup, yeah. I told Cataract already, get his mind off Mason Greenwood. I told him already. Get the mind off Mason Greenwood because I'm not going to get him. What's the deal with Omar Richards of Bayern? Omar Richards reckons he can play for England. None. How do I watch the match to New Zealand? Because it won't be my favorite national team in North America. Kevin, understand what you're typing. Damien Lowe? Yes, Damien Lowe will be traveling to Peru. No, I don't. Please retract what? Sophia Bryan I was making a joke earlier about Cataract. I don't even know who you are. I was just making a joke. Since you said Team Cataract, hashtag Team Cataract, I was just making a joke earlier. I didn't mean anything when I said, is that Cataract's friend or anything like that. I was just making a joke. I don't even know who you are personally, but I appreciate you. I was asking, I didn't say man. I said, is Sophia Bryan Cataract's girlfriend? That is what I said. I didn't say man. I said, is that Cataract's girlfriend? That's what I said. Of course I know that. Yeah. In fact, Daniel Vittori is my brethren. Will Paul Hall call Ivan Toney? No. Is Dwayne Miller going to Peru? Yes. Which team is Dwayne Miller attached to? Syrian Aska. Well, look, I have lots of respect for New Zealand, and we might play them in the Intercontinental Playoffs if we finish fourth. New Zealand is the only team that didn't lose a single game at the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Just picture that. Only one team didn't lose a single game at the 2010 World Cup. And you know which team that was? New Zealand. They drew 1-1 with Slovakia. They drew 1-1 with Italy. And they drew 0-0 with Paraguay, I believe. The point is they drew all their games. How is it that I can't get a temporary passport to Georgia and Craig have one? Because you, my friend, know the loops. Whatever that means. Cataract, however, is praying night and day for Mason Greenwood to see like Saul on the road to Damascus. Mason Greenwood playing for Jamaica. As much as I would love for that to happen, there's a 1% chance of that being a reality. And the only reason it's a 1% chance is because of his age and because of the number of England caps that he has. I've explained the reason why Gareth Southgate hasn't called him up. Simon, what if Greenwood somehow doesn't get called up by England for the World Cup? Then I still say we try. If he doesn't get called up, we still try. If he still has one cap, which winger should be called for the Mexico game? Jamal Lowe. Andre Gray. Flamo should be in the mix at some point. Tired, guys. It's been a long week. Lewis Graban knocking on the door. Do I think Paul Hall is considering him? No. But I do think he should be considered because he's scoring the goals. Will Paul Hall call any new English-based players? Nathan Redmond, we know his situation already. He says that he wants to take care of his child because he's a dad now. and I've made this extremely clear on this channel, guys. I'm not a father. I've never impregnated a woman before. I don't know what it's going to be like when I'm a father. Am I going to devote my time, energy, and strength towards this child? I don't know where my headspace is going to be at. So I'm not going to be quick and just say, boy, him should have come because I'm wife pregnant, or I'm wife just have baby, etc., etc. I don't know what it's going to be like if or when I become a father. I don't know. I don't know what's my reaction is going to be like with my first child. I don't know. So what I will say is this: when World Cup time come around, we'll see which man go all up them on if Jamaica qualify. And that I can say. No, Cameron, I didn't sound like a South African in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't think so. If it was England, he would have had an excuse. Yes, thoughts on Lewis Baker. Thomas, the midfield of Waterhouse, looks good along with the keeper, Mobe. Good talents in the league, you know. Good talents in the league. And thankfully, it's finally restarted. So that's good news all around. Honestly, I would go with Jamil Matt over Lewis Graban. Why? Jamil Matt, better form. 2, the height. 3, when you are in a rich vein of form, like Jamil Matt is, anything you touch turns into goal. It could hit the ball on his nose, it could hit the ball on his chin, it could hit the ball on his knee. Somewhere or the other, he'll find a way to put the ball in the back of the net. And especially against a team like Mexico, where you are going to play against a mostly diminutive team, bar 2 players that are over 6 feet, the rest of the squad are under 6 feet. You need somebody like Jamil Matt to bully some people. And that's why Jamil Matt, you just have to roll out the mat. Roll out the mat. Jammer with the hammer. There's another word before hammer, but I don't think it's appropriate to use on this channel. But the fans sing it. So I said jammer with the hammer. Yeah, so Malabala, you know. Malabala. And he already has a Jamaican passport. Jamil Matt has a Jamaican passport. So we'd have to run around for 6 weeks, wait or longer, waiting for a man to have a passport. Jamil Matt has a Jamaican passport, valid Jamaican passport. So all you need is to call up the man, because the man have a Jamaican passport. The man born here, so there's nothing stopping the man. There's nothing stopping the man at all. At all. My 3 favorite sports are football, cricket, and rugby league and rugby union, tied for 3rd. So rugby league and rugby union for me are tied for 3rd. Both of them, because I like both of them. If you were to ask me which sport I prefer, rugby league or rugby union, I would say rugby sevens in rugby union and 13 aside in rugby league. So yeah. I guess it's because of the beard why I say what you said about Graban. But Jamil Matt is a baller. And honestly, you can reach out to him on social media. He's, like I said, unassuming human being. He scores goals. He works hard for the team. He does exactly what you need to do. Does exactly what you need to do. And he's somebody that is needed. Simon, any news on Reese Oxford? So I had a conversation with his grand uncle, which is Neville Oxford, former Kingston College Jamaican football player. And Neville Oxford says that Reese is still weighing his options as it relates to international football, because up to 2021, which is late last year, he held the view still that he could make the England team because he felt that Harry Maguire and John Stones didn't have much depth after them, because after them you're talking about Connor Cody and Tyrone Mings and Ben White, and he felt that he could get into that core. So Reese, I think, is somebody that we should be looking at for 2026, in my opinion. So let us see. Let us see, shall we? Let us see, shall we? Let us see, shall we? This is still to be, I know, because it takes time for broadcasters to get back to you. So I would say by Tuesday, Wednesday, will be a clearer idea as to where it is. But TVJ is working on the rights. TVJ is working on the rights for it. Yeah, Fikaya Tomori. Mark Gahey from Crystal Palace could be in the mix at some point in the future too. Who else could be in that sort of pool of central defenders? Axel Twanzebe? Did McGee leave unknown? No. Like I said on this channel, Cass Eupen are reluctant to let Tyreek McGee go. They're reluctant to let him go. And he should be a Cass Eupen player. Unless Cass Eupen is going to get some of this, they're not letting Tyreek McGee go. So Reggae Boyz fans, what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary for more content. Take care, guys. Be safe. Got some videos coming your way. Stay tuned. It's going to be, as Marshall Montano says, epic. Epic. And Cameron, the last time Jamaica was at the World Cup, for senior men, 1998. For senior women, 2019. For under 17 men, 2011. For under 20 men, 2001. And just a recap, the 22-member squad for Jamaica that will travel to Peru tomorrow, the squad reads: Jadine White, Demar Rose, Amal Knight, Dwayne Miller, Akwesa Chung, Richard King, Jamoy Topi, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, Javon Watson, Kimar Lawrence, Tevin Shaw, Ramon Howell, Devon Speedy Williams, Devonta Campbell, Lamar Walker, Jordan Fletcher, Peter Lee Vassell, Dwayne Busy Atkinson, Deshane Beckford, Malik Howell, and Alex Marshall. So, Reggae Boyz fans, what are your thoughts on the squad? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary for more content.